Hey, welcome to Win Anyway Live. I almost said Thursday night. It's felt like Thursday all day, but it's Wednesday night. And I mentioned yesterday that my foot was hurting. Well, I mentioned also in my post on Facebook that my foot is hurting again in different ways. I've got just problems walking. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to talk to the doctor tomorrow and see if we can get it figured out a little bit more than we've gotten it figured out. But it resulted in something kind of cool today, and that was that I had to go around to my territory, my sales territory, and deliver a few things, some plaques and some ballot boxes, different things for the newspaper. And since I couldn't do it by myself because I'm going around with a walker, I took my 13-year-old daughter along, and she carried things. She even went into one place all by herself and gave them the materials because I couldn't make it up the stairs that these people had. So it was really awesome to spend a couple hours with my daughter in the car and just drive around and talk about life. And I was talking with her about getting a job because her brothers and sisters, her older brothers and sisters, have all had their first jobs at fast food places. Subway, McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Her 16-year-old brother right now is working at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Her 23-year-old brother is working at, or is he 24? I can't remember. Once your kids get into their mid-20s, do you even remember how old they are anymore? He's working at McDonald's. Anyway, she tells me she definitely does not want to work at McDonald's. She doesn't want to get into customer service at all. She wants to be an artist. I said, well, even as an artist, you're in customer service because you're having to make your clients happy. They're paying you to do something with your art that they will like. Unless you become one of those artists who just does whatever you want and hopes that people buy it. And then I said, that's kind of what you're doing now. You're just not telling anybody that you're actually selling your art. And I've tried to work with her all summer on promoting her artwork, and she hasn't been overly eager to do that because she's afraid she's going to do a bunch of work to promote her artwork, and it's not going to work, and nobody's going to care, which, you and I, we know that's kind of ridiculous, although it could happen, I suppose, to a point, because failure is part of trying, right? But she's choosing not to try. And then I'm thinking about myself. How many of you know I'm a speaking coach? How many of you hear me talk about speaking often enough that it would make you use me as a speaking coach? Am I marketing myself enough? And I know I'm not, because I don't want to bore you. Is that why you're not telling me what you do enough? Because you don't want to bore me? I see a lot of videos, and there are people telling me what they do 2, 3, 4 times a week, sometimes every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. And it's my choice to watch those videos, my choice to listen to those podcasts. And if I choose to listen to them, then they're not doing something wrong. Maybe I like to hear them tell me about what they do. Maybe when they tell me what they do, I learn something different because they're telling me what they do in such a way that is interesting and helpful. And I know I need to find a way to do that more often in terms of talking about speaking, being helpful to you, the audience. Because you could choose to turn me off. You could choose to ignore me. You skip me for a couple of days. But maybe if you hear me talk about speaking long enough, you'll think, I need to contact this guy. I've got a business presentation in 3 weeks that I need help on. Or I've got a speech that I just really want to make better, and Rich could help me do that. Or maybe you need a speaker. I know I don't talk about being speaker near enough, that I don't talk about my win anyway speech, my lead anyway speech, my evaluate anyway speech, my love anyway speech. You go to my website, richhopkins.com. See, I'm not even promoting that on my branding here in this video. Rich Hopkins Win Anyway. Well, where's my website? Because I don't want to be pushy and I don't want to bore people. But if you need a speaker hey, bring me in because I'm different than everybody else. I don't give you the same old platitudes. I give you stories that matter, and I give you humor that's going to help you remember the stories that matter for your life. And there are people that'll tell you that. Some of them are on my website. Some of them might leave some comments under this video. Who knows? So I'm going to promote myself more, because how can I tell my daughter to promote herself more if I'm not promoting myself more? And how can I tell you to promote yourself more if I don't promote myself more? So I will work not to be pushy, not to be that car salesman guy that we all can't stand, or that insurance salesman that drives us nuts. No offense to my brother-in-law who sells cars, or my multitude of friends who sell life insurance. But we all know there are some people in every industry that we don't want to hear from. And I don't want to be one of those guys that you don't want to hear from. I want you to listen anyway, so that we can all win anyway together. See how I did that? All right. You guys have a great night. Go Suns. See you tomorrow on Win Anyway Live.